Hello friends, welcome back to another bullet journal video. This month is going to be a plaid theme. Here I am drawing a little plaid design just to show that it's a plaid theme, I guess. And this title page has been floating around on Instagram, at least from what I've seen, and I think it's really minimal, it's really easy to do, so I decided to go that route. And I also have a little template of how I want this design to look like so that I don't mess up like usual, especially ever since my August plan with me. That was a disaster, but it was okay. It was okay. Salvageable. I'm not gonna lie, I still kind of messed up on the design. I made the pink a bit too thick, so it kind of looked weird. And I wanted to add an extra line, so that's what I did there. Now on to the month calendar, and here I opted for a 2-page month calendar. I don't know, I've been liking this 2-page month at the moment. Maybe in October when it gets a bit more busy, I'm gonna switch back to my 1-page. It's nice and sleek, and it's just everything is in 1 page. But here I wanted to do a 2-page, I guess just for a variety, something different. I've also added a goals section on the left side, and I did this for August and I thought it was pretty good, so I decided to add that back into my month calendar. Now on to the title. I decided to put it on the bottom because it just fit better than if it were to be on the top. But now looking at it while watching this video, I think I could have put it on the top, but that's okay. So here is the background. Oh yes, sorry, you're gonna see my face a bit. Sometimes here and there, you're probably gonna see my hair. Yeah, I don't know how bullet journal YouTubers do this. I struggle so hard. I know some of them put the camera on the top of their bullet journal. I actually put it on the bottom. I don't have a tripod, so I'm using those selfie sticks, and I'm also using a point and shoot instead of my DSLR. That's why the quality might look different in one clip than the other. So for example, here I'm using my point and shoot, and during my flip through, it's actually my DSLR. I've decided to do a plaid background in the background of my monthly calendar. I didn't know how else I should implement the plaid design into the month calendar. Maybe I should have put it as the title, but I thought it looked kind of empty without a plaid design, so I decided to put it in the background. Again, it is pre-drawn so that I don't mess up, but here I actually did mess up. I used a different color where it's supposed to be the brownish golden yellow color, and I used a brown at that time. Compared to my other bullet journal videos, my nails are usually painted. Yes, I got lazy and I had a lot of housework to do, so I stopped painting my nails because it just would chip off anyway. So sorry about that. While I was filming, I wasn't a big fan of how this looked like, but while reviewing and just doing the voiceover, it actually didn't look that bad. Maybe from far, it doesn't look that bad, so I'm starting to get used to it. But maybe this month's theme wasn't as nice as I would like it to be. But that's okay. Some months are better than others in terms of design and how you feel, so it's all good. I think my favorite would still have to be the July one, because that one was really fun to do. It was something I really loved, so maybe that's why I prefer the July compared to how I did this one. While doing this one, I was okay with it, so I didn't have that oh my gosh, it was so fun, and oh my gosh, this looks amazing, and that this was everything that I've hoped for it to be. But that's okay. There are times that other months are better than others. depending on the theme and stuff, so that's okay. Trial and error. At first I was gonna leave the blocked letters blank, but it kind of looked weird just being blank. So I decided to use the golden yellow shade, but you'll see later that it didn't, at least to me, it didn't look that great. And so I messed up again. What else is new? Finally, we come to the weekly spread. And this was actually inspired by Caitlin Del Silva. She's on YouTube as Caitlin's Corner. And I thought this was really cute. It's a really cute design. And since this week in September is not too busy, so I decided to go for this layout. Usually I wouldn't do this layout if, let's say, I was in school because I have a lot of tasks I usually write, so I wouldn't use something of this format because it doesn't leave you with a lot of space to write stuff. I noticed in my August month I had a separate page for my habit tracker, but I realized that I don't really use that page and I tend to forget to color in or figure out what habits I have done or did not do. So I decided to implement my habit tracker within the week so I see it every day. In the August plan with me, I had that separate page and I noticed that I don't turn to that page that often. So that's why I resulted back to the habit tracker in my weekly spread. In the month of August, I did this layout, but a bit differently, and it left me with, I think, 6 rectangular boxes. And I found that I didn't really like putting a weekend, so putting Saturday and Sunday together, just because I like to separate my Saturday and Sundays because I do different things during those days. Once again, I am doing the plaid background into my weekly spread, just to add that plaid theme into my month. I mentioned in my previous bullet journal video, I think I wrote it in my description instead of saying it in the video, but I will not be doing a flip through of the previous months because that does take a bit of time to film, not necessarily to edit, but to film it, and then it just takes time. So I decided to leave that out and possibly do just a flip through of 2020. So that's why I just completely stopped the flip through, and you won't be seeing the August weekly spreads, even though I do mention some August stuff in this video. So instead of showing a previous month, I decided to show more of the plan with me. So that's why the length of the video is still pretty much the same, I guess. At first I thought it would be a lot shorter, but in the end it turned out to be relatively around the same length in terms of adding a flip through and a plan with me. I forgot to mention, I drew a horizontal line in each of the days of the week to separate my tasks, which would be written on the top, and then my events or more important tasks near the bottom. I tried to bold the boxes a bit with a black marker, but it didn't work. And here is the final flip through of my September 2020 plan with me. I hope you guys like this plaid theme. It doesn't look too bad while looking through it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!